Everybody, this recording is for a healthy delivery of Ricky Rivkah Diana. Today we want to talk about 5 characters that showed up in last week's Parsha, the daughters of Selufchat, out of nowhere. We know that when it comes to the Torah, the people that are in the Torah, out of millions and millions of people over so many years, anybody who's mentioned in the Torah, it's a very big deal. And the daughters of Selufchat, 5 of them, all of a sudden they show up in the Parsha, and their names keep coming up a few times. Instead of just saying the daughters of Selufchat, the Torah goes out of its way to mention all 5 of them. And our sages tell us why. And one of the answers is that because they came, and by Torah law, a man who has sons, the inheritance goes to the son. But the daughters usually don't get anything because they get married and the husbands take care of them. But over here, Selufchat didn't have any sons. So the daughters came to Moshe Rabbeinu and said, why should we lose out? Those are the words that were used. Why should we lose out? They wanted the mitzvah of inheriting a piece of land in Eretz Yisrael so much that it bothered them. So Hashem came and told Moshe Rabbeinu and said, they're right. If a man does not have any sons, the inheritance goes to the daughters. Why is this so important to us? Because we see on the other hand that all the people that came out of Egypt and they said Lashon Hara by the land, because they listened to the Meraglim, Hashem took everything away from them and they all died in the Midbar. We see from this how important it is, the love of the Jewish land, Eretz Yisrael, that because the daughters of Selufchat cared for it so much, they got their names to be mentioned for all eternity in the Torah, because they loved the land so much and Hashem gave it to them. And this law and the Torah is mentioned forever in their name. Hashem, we should learn from this that we should always have a love for the land, even though we live in Chutz La'aretz, in different countries. We want to be here, but we can't be here. But still, if we have that love, Hashem will eventually bring us here. I remember also when I was a kid, about 8 years old, my parents were having a conversation coming out of Iran. Where we're going to go? America or Israel? And all of a sudden I started crying. So they asked me, why are you crying? You don't even know what Israel looks like. What difference does it make for you? Eventually, Baruch Hashem, those tears got put away and eventually brought me to Eretz Yisrael. But I asked myself, why did I cry at that moment? I really didn't know anything about Eretz Yisrael. So my mom told me years later that when I was very young, 6 months old, they had brought me to Eretz Yisrael for a visit. And it could be that the influence and the holiness of Eretz Yisrael entered my heart at the age of 6 months old, and that's what made me cry and that I wanted to come back to Eretz Yisrael. And Hashem eventually brought me here. So whoever is out there and is shedding a few tears to come to Eretz Yisrael, don't do away with those tears. Hashem will take it and bring you, B'ezrat Hashem, speeding in our days, and with Mashiach Tzidkenu, Amen.